This might be the last time you see this intro.
Join the fight with no countdown.
What's going on, NCD? Do I even call you that anymore? Wow. I thought I'd do a video to say some updates to the channel, to state what's going to happen. And there is no significant changes, but I think it was respectful and explain the rationale and just do a bit of a vlog as to why I'm changing and the process I'm changing to. And kind of the reasons, really, because there are some important reasons to me that will help you understand where I'm kind of going and what I'm trying to achieve. So, yeah, No Camp Dad will be changing. I did a kind of poll and the feedback in there was quite overwhelming. And then in my 1,000 subscribers video, the comments in there was pretty overwhelming. Not, 100%, but more than not, to switch when I posed the question, should I rebrand the channel? Now, the reasons for that, if you want to watch really deep rationale, because that's not what this video is, and more explanation, go and watch that video. But in this one, I'm just going to touch on some subjects. So quickly skate through them. So I'm going to be rebranding. I've pretty much made the decision from No Camp Dad Gaming to the Elite Older Gamer. Now, what does that mean and why? Well, first of all, it doesn't mean anything in terms of changes. I'm now dedicated to a program. So my videos will be out Monday and Friday, long form, the decent ones where I'm in, and doing something content-wise. Monday and Friday at 7 p.m. every week is what I'm signing up to. It works for me in my personal life, regarding my work-life balance, my home life balance. It works, and that gives me 2 videos per week. Okay, so Monday and Friday are now my video days, and will be for the foreseeable future, really. Before I did that, I'd never had a plan. I just throw them out any time that I thought, but I'm going to stick to Monday and Friday for a few months and see how it goes. Okay, so that's number one. In the middle of that is streaming. Remember when you see this icon, if you didn't know it already, this means it's a live stream video, and at the moment that's just gameplay. Okay, so if you see a thumbnail like this, it's just gameplay and it's live streaming, and I'm getting into it, and I'm doing that 2, 3, maybe sometimes 4, but predominantly 3 times a week in the gap. So more my content will mainly be weekdays. So you'll have almost the whole week full every week. So live streaming, I'm really getting into and really enjoying. So the crux and the content stays the same. Nothing changes in that, and the delivery stays the same. But why the name change and why the brand change and the logo change? Well, let me explain. So number one, there is another No Camp Dad in America, and although I'm not exactly trying to crack America or anything, I obviously love people from all over the world to subscribe. That's the amazing thing about doing YouTube. But if you search No Camp Dad in your demographic area, if you're from the UK, I'll probably pop up. If you searched in America, I wouldn't. The other chap would, even though I think he's finished now or gave up or very sporadic. But, it's just not great to have a replica with the exact same name. And we probably took inspiration from the same place. And also, it's not only that reason, there is other reasons. So I discussed in the 1,000, subscribers video that when I started this, I had no real direction. I was just kind of winging it. And me and my son, No Camp Son, made a name up. And the inspiration was someone from like a camping dad, an old boy in America who chooses to camp on Fortnite. That's why I played Fortnite a lot in the early days, because me and No Camp Son played. So it was tongue in cheek and that. It was no shots fired. It's just, if you've watched any of my gameplay, I'm quite an aggressive game player. So if you take Capcom versus SNK, by the way, that's what I'm live streaming at the moment. We're currently up to rank 20 Xbox World. We're bringing back them old skills, but if you watch my play, I'm constantly going at you, almost, apart from the elite players where you can't do that and you have to get more tactical. But it's quite my style to push forward. Was on Fortnite, is on Fortnite, not to sit in a bush and camp. I'm no camping. I haven't got time for that. I've got time to go in. I'd rather lose going into battle than I would holding back and thinking, I should have attacked. No, I'm always forward. So that's where the narrative came from around No Camp as well. But it was tongue in cheek off someone else, and it's not really, my own identity. It was inspired from someone else, and really I should have had my own from the start. But you can't come out with a brand like that. Be like, who's this guy? But over the past year, I think certainly to my son, and that's what I care about the most, to be honest, and obviously you guys, I love that fact that I've got subscribers who back me up and back this old gamer up, this elite older gamer. But I like to think that I'm decent at gaming. And it's not about beating people, beating individuals, although I am competitive. It's about predominantly beating games, and then I can crack games. I love working out games and breaking them. And I've done that quite a few times over the last year and done some quite epic things, And that's where the elite older gamer comes from. So the new brand is this. And that's taking inspiration from my favourite games. You got Ryu, Ken, Scorpion, Sub-Zero. It's Rambo for the GOD mode when I really lock in. I don't really ever do that because that's when I do not talk. I play games, hardly say anything. I certainly wouldn't go into GOD mode streaming and go all locked in on a game and fully concentrate, not talking to anybody in the world. Not something I do very often. But it's inspired from that and my childhood, whereas the No Camp Dad logo is quite sporadic with various stuff, yes, but this has more meaning to me. And it's also more what I'm about, that the whole premise of the channel was older casual gamers can compete. That's the kind of thing. Now, remember, SNK versus Capcom, I'm up to rank 20. I hardly play compared to some of these kids online. I hardly play. That's not egotistical. It's just fact. I have family, work and all that. So I haven't really been playing a lot, and I've still managed that with the little hours I can do, a couple of hours, 2-3 times a week. That's all I got. I don't play it anywhere else at the moment. And all the streams you've seen is the only game time I have. So, I'm kind of living by the premise of, what? Older gamers can do things quite epic, even if you're a casual. You're never going to be a pro level. You're not going to be a streamer whose job it is to stream level. But that bracket behind there, I can certainly compete with everyone. That's my mindset. So the elite older gamer kind of suits that narrative and suits me better than ripping off someone else's, or tongue-in-cheek in someone else's brand. An identity. This is kind of my identity and what I kind of want to do and believe. And want people to click on there and go, yeah, he does some epic stuff now and then. That's his thing. He does help out videos. He does reviews. We trust his judgment. He knows games, but also he does reactions, but also occasionally he'll do something ridiculous on a game. That's what the elite older gamer is, and that's what I've decided to do. So the changes are going to be coming in, and you'll see that moving forwards. And a lot I'd like to say is, yes, it is a risk, because people would go, on his squad, who is this guy? I must have clicked it by accident. But look, if your subscribers back you up enough, they'd know who you are. And I've mentioned the elite older gamer in enough videos now for quite a few months, little subliminal, little hints and stuff, slowly moving to a new format and just a new name, really. And if they trust in you and back you up as a subscriber, they'll stick with you. So I'm willing to take that risk of losing some subscribers if they think, I'm confused, I don't know who that is. Well, if you're confused, then you wouldn't watch enough stuff anyway. So the guys who trust in me, you like watching this, the guys who believe in me, then, I'm willing to take that risk and change it. So that's what we're going to be doing. So it's no longer NCD. What we're going to go with, it's going to have to be OG. I mean, it kind of suits, doesn't it? Do you know what I mean? You can't use EOG. That would be annoying. So in the chats, in the comments, it's going to have to switch to what's up, OG? Which is going to be a bit of a weird one, but that's what it might have to be. So I'm rebranding and everything stays the same. And I'm determined over the next year to lock in on doing more epic stuff. I've found my feet at the moment with streaming and stuff, which is taking up a lot of my time. 6 weeks holidays for the school and that. I've took a break from challenges. But after this, when they're back to school, I will be coming back to challenges. And with the new brand, my aim is to prove that I'm going to live to that brand and I'm going to break some challenges again. You've already seen some of them. I'm willing to do that again. And that's what the moniker is going to be, of the elite older gamer. If you're still here, which I doubt there's many of you, but if you are, massive respect. Thank you so much to everyone who subscribes and backs me up. Thank you so much to people who watch the streams, backs me up. There's too many names to shout out, but loads of you have been in the chat giving positive support, saying, get into them NCD, now OG, get into them, win. And it's really, heartwarming to see and feel. And as I said, We are taking this channel to the new level. Camera, mic, all that good stuff will be coming in when streaming. I'm just finding my feet and slowly navigating that world, right? So I do things at a pace when I know I'm ready to do it rather than rush anything. I like to plan methodically. So we're coming. The elite older gamer is not going anywhere. I'm here to stay. Thank you so much. If you hung around this long, check out Mondays, Fridays, 7 p.m. every week. Content coming, and we're trying to improve everything. You know, I'm open to feedback on everything. Here's some of the latest thumbnails I've did. I've even tried to step that game up. I'm always looking for improvement everywhere, and I'm open to ideas anywhere. If you've got ideas for improvement of this channel, you tell me and I'll do it. You want challenges done, I'll do it. You hit me in the comments and I will respond to everyone. You tell me stuff you want to see, I will do it. That's what this channel is going to be about. So I'm going to be switching it off. Long ass vlog. And we'll be back to gameplay and that after this one with a new elite older gamer brand. Take care. Bye bye.
Join the fight. Join the fight. With the elite older gamer shining bright. He's a legend, not a myth. His skills the sword, his will's the gift. Compared worldwide, a warrior's creed, a hunger for victory, a champion speed. He's faced them all, the best in the bowl, but his hands never falter, his story retold. Through pixels and bytes, he built his throne in a digital world. He stood alone when the battle cries echoed. He answered the call. His reflexes sharp, he conquered them all. Through pixels and light, like a knight with a blade, dodging farther than with a blade, dodging farther than with a blade, with a blade. Join the fight, join the fight, with the blade, with the blade. Worldwide, a warrior's creed, a hunger for victory, a champion speed. He's faced them all, the best in the bowl, but his hands never falter, his story retold. Through pixels and bytes, he built his throne in a digital world. He stood alone when the battle cries echoed. He answered the call. His reflexes sharp, he conquered them all. The arena's changed, but the fighter remains. The older he gets, the higher the stakes. Through pixels and light, like a knight with a blade, dodging farther than with a blade, dodging farther than with a blade, with a blade. Join the fight, join the fight, with the blade, with the blade. Stakes.